What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online family? JamiroFan 2000 here with yet another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. This, of course, has been my periodic discussion series looking at the past, present, and future of over 30 years of Jamiroquai. And this episode is going to be dealing with one of the most frequently asked questions of the online family. We are currently 5 tour dates removed from the Heels of Steel Tour 2025, and one of the original Jamiroquai band members has been sorely missing from the live band lineup. And, of course, that person is Sola Akingbola, who I've been talking about for many, many years here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. One of the original percussionists of Jamiroquai, who's recently really branched out into being a solo artist, but he is actually not going to be, he's kind of sitting out this first tour salvo of the ninth Jamiroquai album era, so I thought this warranted an episode of JamiroFan Talks About to discuss why Sola has been away from this current tour, which, like I said, we have gone through 5 tour dates out of 15 tour dates of this Heels of Steel tour through points around the UK and Europe, so I thought this warranted an episode. Not to mention, Sola did weigh in on why he's been away from the band, at least in the capacity of this current tour between November and December of 2025. So let's go through this message that Sola put up. This nice little text collage of why he's been away and what he's been up to. So I'm going to go ahead and read this by verbatim so you all have the luxury of wondering where Sola's been and why he's not going to be able to make this tour leg. What's next? Following the album drop, it's been nonstop. Finalizing vinyl artwork, signing each one personally, preparing shipping, exciting new session opportunities, 2 weeks in Nigeria, filming a documentary with my brother, and a remix in the pipeline. The post-album season has been one of the most beautiful, heavy movement. The kind that asks everything of you. Taking time to pause is essential, not because the work is done, but because the body, mind, and spirit needs space to catch up to what's been created. In Yoruba tradition, silence is not emptiness, it's integration. It's the breath between the beats. It's the void from which all true creation is birthed. If you've been pushing, creating, giving it your all, this is a reminder. Rest is not the death of momentum. It is how we find again in a way that truly aligns with what comes through us. And that's basically the message from Sola. So, kind of understandable, at least from my position being in the Jamley. I can understand why Sola is taking time away from the band to focus on himself and to basically take in all of the busyness and all of the just the great success he has had with his solo career. And, you know, the band, maybe Jamiroquai back in the past, many of the band members weren't very affording to the band members. I mean, even in JK in his youth, or at least in the early days of Jamiroquai, did not had a bit of a temper and a little bit of impatience when either band members wouldn't show up for sessions or some band members decided to dip out of Jamiroquai. And I've talked about that for many, many years here, of many examples of other band members who either got fired, moved on, or just musically just left amicably from Jamiroquai. And it's really refreshing that the latter Jamiroquai, or at least this older JK, wiser JK, is actually very supportive of his fellow bandmates and lets them do what they want to do. And it's that kind of freedom, you know, which early Jamiroquai and their band members weren't really afforded back then. So it's kind of refreshing to see that Sola is getting this time off, and then he'll come back to the band, at least in the capacity of a live touring band, when he's ready, when he's completely decompressed about all the busyness that he's had in his life during this emerging amazing solo music career for him. So I completely understand why he's taking time away from the band, and I know we will all be applauding when he comes back to the band. So now let's discuss these new band additions I alluded to at the beginning of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. So with Sola Akingbola being away from the band from this first tour salvo, Jamiroquai decided to do a few little band additions. Now these would be, the last time Jamiroquai did major dramatic band additions were back in the beginning of the Automaton tour between, I want to say, 2017 to 2018. They had added a multi-instrumentalist by the name of Nate Williams to back up Matt Johnson on keyboards, and they added a person on stage to run the Ableton live mix on stage. Now, the new band additions we have had with Jamiroquai's new band lineup are absolutely exciting. Filling in for Sola Akingbola on backup percussions is a very talented percussionist by the name of Fabio Moreno, who has made a name for himself as an amazing percussionist. And, of course, behind Matt Johnson, we had yet another amazing, highly talented keyboardist by the name of Sarah DeSantis, who is a well-established keyboardist, songwriter, singer, and they have both taken up the positions in Jamiroquai's current touring band for Heels of Steel Tour. And so I'd like to welcome Sarah and Fabio to the Jamiroquai live lineup. We have been really enjoying your performance along with all the other band members of Jamiroquai during Heels of Steel Tour, and we are looking forward to all your contributions, at least in a live music sense, going forward as we watch either from social media or we go to these live upcoming 10 more tour dates of the Heels of Steel Tour. You both are absolutely amazing musicians, and we welcome your contributions to Jamiroquai's live touring sound as we enter into the ninth era of Jamiroquai's album discography. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. If any more news about Sola Akingbola either changes or about his status with Jamiroquai or anything, I'll definitely cover it on a future episode here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. But for the time being, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan Talks About. If you like what you see, be sure to like it, subscribe, and ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. This is my busy period. I have so far produced over 13 videos concerning the Heels of Steel Tour, a recap series with graciously contributed live concert footage from all the respective dates that have so far have taken place, not to mention pictures and videos and summaries and everything. I have been on top of this tour for nearly 13 videos, and I have a feeling that this series is going to be rolling on through the next 10 tour dates with many videos, so be sure to be subscribed for further future videos of that highly anticipated series here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. And that doesn't mean my other videos are going to be stopping. I am still doing the Jamiroquai Minute, so I will be bringing you all the latest third-party Jamiroquai news as it becomes available outside of the exciting Heels of Steel Tour to the best of my ability when I can. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000, and I'll see you again really soon with more Jamiroquai-related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Exciting times, and I'll see you around.